Pete the Cat, A Pete for Pete by James Dean. Pete is going to the pet store. He's going to get a pet. Pete wants a bird, a hamster, or a lizard. But then Pete sees a goldfish. That's what I want, he tells his mom. Pete's mom gets fish food. I'm going to call you Goldie, Pete says to his new pet. You are my first pet, Pete tells Goldie on the way home. Pete takes Goldie to his room. He feeds her fish food. Now what? Asks Pete. He can't play with Goldie. He can't swim with her. Pete knows what he can do. Pete paints a picture of Goldie. He paints 4 fins and an orange tail. What a pretty painting, says Pete's mom. You can keep it, says Pete. Cool painting, says Bob. Can you make one for me? Sure, says Pete. Pete paints a picture for Bob. Wow, says Bob. It looks like Goldie. Bob shows Pete's painting to his friend Tom. Now Tom wants a painting too. Pete paints another picture of Goldie to take to school for show and tell. This is Goldie, my pet fish, Pete tells his class. Cute fish, cool colors, nice work. I wish I had a picture of Goldie, says Benny. I'll make you one, says Pete. Everyone in Pete's class wants a painting of Goldie. Pete's grandma wants a painting too. Pete has a lot to do. He has to feed Goldie. He has to do homework. Pete paints and paints. He makes paintings for everyone on his list. At last, Pete is done. He worked hard. There's no paint left. Orange, yellow, blue, red, green. Orange, blue, red, green, yellow. Pete's paintings are a big hit. Pete is happy to be done. But Pete is not done. Now everyone in town wants a painting of Goldie. Pete gets more paint. I don't know what to do, he says to his mom. I wish I could paint pictures for everyone. I just don't have time. Pete's mom has an idea. She tells it to Pete. Great idea, says Pete. Pete gets right to it. This time he works outside and makes a huge painting. Honk honk, beep beep, here comes Pete. He has made one painting of Goldie for everyone in town to enjoy. What a great day. When Pete gets home, he tells the real Goldie all about it. Dear parent, your child's love of reading starts here. Every child learns to read in a different way and at his or her own speed. Some go back and forth between reading levels and read favorite books again and again. Others read through each level in order. You can help your young reader improve and become more confident by encouraging his or her own interests and abilities. From books your child reads with you to the first books he or she reads alone, there are I Can Read books for every stage of reading. My first, shared reading. Basic language, word repetition, and whimsical illustrations ideal for sharing with your emergent reader. 1. Beginning reading. Short sentences, familiar words, and simple concepts for children eager to read on their own. 2. Reading with help. Engaging stories, longer sentences, and language play for developing readers. 3. Reading alone. Complex plots, challenging vocabulary, and high interest topics for the independent reader. 4. Advanced reading. Short paragraphs, chapters, and exciting themes for the perfect bridge to chapter books. I Can Read books have introduced children to the joy of reading since 1957, featuring award-winning authors and illustrators and a fabulous cast of beloved characters, I Can Read Books set the standard for beginning readers. A lifetime of discovery begins with the magical words, I can read.